a drink of life. Bourbon and Toronto, we're tasting them all. We're friends tuning in, we're having a ball. Raise a glass, let the good times roll. We're all here together, so on with the show. On Saturday night, trash paths unite. We're sipping on whiskey, it's a blind flight. Troy's telling the stories, Laura's talking to chat. Our friends are all here, what you think about that? We're clinking our glasses and laughing a lot. Good times, good friends, is what we all got. From old barrels to the stories we share. Every sip's a memory floating in the air. Raise a glass, let the good times roll. We're all here together, so on with the show. On Saturday night, trash paths unite. We're sipping on whiskey, it's a blind flight. Troy's telling the stories, Laura's talking to chat. Our friends are all here, what you think about that? We're clinking our glasses and laughing a lot. Good times, good friends, is what we all got. No troubles, no worries, just friends and a flight. Baker Drinks is live on this Saturday night. On Saturday night, trash paths unite. We're sipping on whiskey, it's a blind flight. Troy's telling the stories, Laura's talking to chat. Our friends are all here, what you think about that? So here's to the nights with Troy and Laura's crew. Whiskey in our glasses and our hearts ring true. From the first sip to the last, we'll keep it tight. On Saturday night, trash paths unite. Yeah, on Saturday night, trash paths unite. Yeah, on Saturday night, trash paths unite.
Hello, happy Saturday, everyone. Cheers. Thanks for being here. All right, let's see who's in chat. I gotta get a drink first. Top Dog said he was ready at 1 o'clock today, so that's great. Thanks for being here. Dave Vogelsang says Trash Ballots Unite on Saturday nights. Whiskey Shaman, this is going to be epic. Hope I could stay in the chat tonight. I don't know if it's going to be epic or not. We haven't done a battle in a while.
It's probably going to be a shit show.
Yeah, maybe that's what makes it epic. Torup is here. He's wondering if a blind battle is like little people wrestling. It might be. I think the dog is trying to break the door to get in here. You might need to go let him in, Troy.
I'm not letting him in. He can just live his best life out there tonight.
He's going to be pounding on the door all night long. Who else is here? Piper John, cheers. Mr. Mom 310, cheers. It's trash pallet time. Exactly. It's us. The
ultimate trash pallets.
The true trash pallets. Dennis Trish is here. Cheers. Thanks for being here. Peter White. My chair is awful squeaky. I feel like I can't move at all.
So full of complaints tonight.
I can't move. It's just
criticized
squeaky.
The song all the way through.
I did not criticize it. I did not.
Can't have anything new around here.
It was great. Thank you, Troy, for making it. Jeremy Dirks is here. John Wade. Like allergic to the drink or something. I'm like itchy.
I guess I'm going to drink that.
No, I like it. I don't know. Bourbon Baller Lee, cheers. John Wade, cheers. Happy Memorial Day weekend. I guess I kind of forgot it was Memorial Day weekend until someone said it yesterday. And I was like, oh, I guess we're not doing anything, obviously. Holiday weekend where we just have a long weekend away from work and we don't have to do anything.
And we remember our fallen.
Well, yes, but we're not doing anything. Like, people go camping and people do big barbecues.
We're having a live stream.
We're having a live stream.
We're hanging out with
There
our
we go.
friends on Saturday night.
Who else is here?
Don't play it down.
Bobby Yaga, cheers. Thanks for being here. Mrs. Lori J, it's nice to see you. Whiskey Wisdom, cheers, Matt. David Tanko, cheers. Mr. Richie J, cheers. Thanks for being here. Rob Rhodes. Let's see, Dustin is here. And Artfully Bourbon, cheers. Thanks for being here. Whichever one you are. West Virginia bourbon guy.
Gonna make them log in separate
I
again.
know, exactly. Just so I could say hi again. Let's see. Show me the proof. Cheers. And people are talking.
Did you get Larry?
I did not. I still didn't see it. Oh, Larry, 3R. Cheers. Thanks, Troy, for double checking my work. I would have missed it.
That's what I'm here for.
Bob Glass, cheers. Thanks for being here. Mark Gale, did you all enjoy the recycle video? I think Troy enjoys hanging out at the recycle bin and doing the videos.
I mean,
oh my god, the dog is
I
gonna
like
break
it.
it.
I like it when there's still a little bit left in the bottle that I get to kill out there. That was kind of fun.
Bourbon Hunter Lee, cheers. Let's see, who else is here?
Everybody's saying hi.
Yeah, JL
It's a lively
says,
chat.
good evening and cheers everyone and a happy and safe Memorial Day weekend. Yes, safety is definitely important. Thanks for being here and not out drinking and driving. Christian is here. Cheers.
Were you going to say that last name?
I was, and then I decided not to. Oh, thank you. Last night I was home like a half hour after I left, so thank you for that.
She got called in because someone got shot in the arm with a BB.
Yeah. Apparently they had figured it out within the 10 minutes it took me to get there.
She got paid 3 hours though.
Let's see. Who else?
Jeffrey Whack.
Oh, look at that. 28 years of marriage.
Well,
Congratulations.
congrats. That's awesome.
Jeffrey Whack. Hello again, whiskey friends. David Bays. Cheers. And that's it. We're caught up. We made it.
We made it. Welcome to the show, everybody. Saturday night, our favorite night of the week. And it's even better when it's a holiday weekend, a long weekend. We get to drink a little extra tonight and not have to worry about it for an extra day.
Okay. If you insist. We finally got into the fat wash bourbon. Not a new thing, but we have never made it ourselves. And we did not like one of our bottles of bourbon that we had like one pour out of. So Troy fat washed it with some butter and made some old fashions. And it's delicious.
Oh,
Turns out bad whiskey can become much better whiskey with a little butter.
It's next level good. I highly recommend y'all.
Mark says you give them honest thoughts with some humor at the recycle bin. Yes.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching it. I appreciate that. So what are we doing tonight? We got
I don't know. I'm just here.
we got a blind. We got some whiskey here. It's going to be a two whiskey blind. This is sent in by a local patron and subscriber, Vermont.
Thank you, Vermont.
These are labeled A and then one with no label. So I've got the key here. We'll get into those in a little bit. But before we get started on that, we have some stuff. We're going to give away a couple 4-packs of samples tonight.
Always. What should our first hashtag be, Troy?
How about hashtag Memorial Day?
Oh, jeez.
Or is that too much for you?
That's too much for me. How about something shorter?
How about hashtag holiday? Is that better?
Sure, why not? I will get that up on the screen.
So we will start collecting those for the first one.
There we go.
Yeah. Just type that into the chat and we'll collect that. And I don't know, in about an hour or so, we'll give away that first 4-pack, and then we'll put a new hashtag in there.
Oh, Christian, let me know how it's pronounced. Mojica.
Well, that's what I was
close
thinking,
to what I said
yeah.
anyway. Butter makes anything better. Yes, I agree. It does. We go through a lot of butter. Paula Dean approved. Exactly. So how did we fat wash it, Troy? How did you do it? Because I had nothing to do with it. I'm just
So
drinking.
I got 2 sticks, or was that a half pound of butter? Melted it down in a pot and let it just lightly brown. Just a little bit of color to it. And then I let it cool to room temperature, and I put it in with the bourbon into a separate container, and I let it sit out for a few hours. I shook it up real good every 30 minutes or so, and then I put it in the freezer to let the butter solids kind of come out of suspension and collect at the bottom and semi-solidify. It don't fully harden up again. But then next morning I poured the bourbon off and strained it through coffee filters, put it back into the original bottle, and it's couldn't be happier. It's amazing.
It tastes so much better than it did. But we're going to be drinking a whole lot more old fashions, I think, with this.
Yeah, I mean, we did that earlier in the week, and we're probably down to the last 2 ounces of that bottle now. You
Yep.
lose a little bit of the bourbon just in the transfer and whatnot, filtering. But there was probably 3/4 of that 750 ml bottle after fat washing left, and now we're down to about 2 ounces.
Yeah. Bob Glass, thanks for the super chat. Douglas Papa is here. Cheers. Chris Jenkins is here as well. Cheers to you.
What's up, y'all?
Top Dog says, did you get my stickers? If so, put an extra story time. Did you?
Didn't get stickers, but we did get something else from Top Dog. So Top Dog is working on some glassware for us. And we got this guy right there.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
So yeah, we like that quite a bit. So we're gonna work with Top Dog on getting some glassware made. Not sure on what type of glass yet. I mean, this one here is not bad for like a rocks glass, actually.
Johnny 5 is wondering if it would work with Amberana, and I don't see why it wouldn't, unless the Amberana maybe is still too strong. I'm not sure. This is the first time we've tried it, so we'll just have to, we're going to be experimenting. I think we're going to, this weekend, try some like bacon fat washed and
I've
some more
heard
butter.
Yep,
and
I've heard olive oil works well in a fat wash. I've heard the bacon grease works well. Somebody mentioned peanut butter on it backstage last night.
All right. Well, I mean, we have quite a bit of whiskey that we don't love, and we would find a way to use it instead of it just sitting there and we're like, I don't really want to drink that.
Okay. Yeah, Top Dog. I haven't got the stickers yet, but I will check the mail. It didn't come in today's mail, so I'll keep an eye out for those. I'd love to get you on the wall here.
We didn't talk about other giveaways
Nope,
yet.
we're still we got no agenda.
We
We're
got no
just kind
agenda.
of rolling with
I'm not. It's been so long since we've like just done our regular show that it feels a little strange. I feel like I got to be rushing to get through things.
No, this is a relaxed pace tonight. But Laura did mention just now we have some other stuff. We've got our patron only giveaway tonight. If you're a patron of ours at any paid level, we enter all of the names onto a wheel. We draw them every Saturday night. Once you win, we take you off the wheel to give everybody a chance to win, and then we start over. Tonight, there's Penelope Toasted Cask Strength Single Barrel Bourbon there, and that is Penelope Architect Build Number 2. So that's an old school build there. And those will be the giveaways tonight for the patrons. And then we also have Elevated Flight for the Super Chats. We're going to do Penelope Cooper series. There's the Havana, Rio, Valencia, and Rosé there. But along with your Super Chat, you get that sticker right there that's in the middle of that guy. That's our You know, Memorial Day weekend is kind of the start of summer for everybody, so we're kicking off summer with a brand new sticker. If you ever were wondering who the Grouch was and who the Trash Panda was, you can figure it out by that image there, I guess.
Am I topless? Is that what you're saying?
You got a flower in your hair.
Just kidding. I'm kidding, Troy. Yes, so that's our new sticker for tonight. Jeremy Dirks, thanks for the super chat. Trash Palette Saturday, appreciate it. Yeah, and David says, gotta look it up. Oils and alcohol don't infuse. Maybe lipids coming through the flavor. I'm not really sure how it works. It just tastes good. So.
Yeah, I would say
I'm sure it gets suspended in with it.
well over 90% of the solid fats come out in the filtering and whatnot, but
it still looks a little cloudy, kind of.
Yep, it's definitely cloudy, so there's some kind of a suspension going on, and you can taste the butter in here. And it's browned, so it's got kind of a slightly nutty, really rich flavor.
Yeah.
It adds a whole next level goodness to your old fashioned.
Need some laser hair removal. Exactly.
All right.
I think we should pour up our samples. So it's only 2 samples that we are going to try to guess and do blind with. So we added more things that we're going to guess. So we're doing our usual type. Is it finished? What's the proof? But then Troy added some extra things. Which one do we think is the oldest? Which one do we think is the youngest? If they have age statements, we don't know what is all on here. So if those questions don't mean anything, that doesn't matter. We'll just throw them out. And then it'll be like, what do we think is the most expensive? What do we think is the least expensive? Is it legacy or craft? And then guessing what's the distillery, what's the bottle, and which is our favorite. And obviously I'm going to get points for which one I think is my favorite because it's obviously my favorite.
You don't get a point for your favorite.
Well, I see it on the score sheet.
Trying to steal points.
I see it on the score sheet, so might as well.
A is on your left. No marking is on your right.
All right. We got a couple super chats while we were talking there, and you were pouring and spilling whiskey all over the table.
I didn't spill it all over, just a little bit.
I saw it. It was pouring out, just flooding the table.
Laura's drunk already, y'all.
this half a cocktail has just really gotten to me. Dave Olsang says, for the taters, thank you.
That's Richie J.
Welcome to Beaver Liquors. That is an awesome sign. I would take a picture with that sign as well.
Yeah. Mr. Richie J, y'all, with posing next to Beaver Liquors.
That's awesome. Mark Gale.
Got his badass beard.
Thank you for the super chat. Says, cheers, time to enjoy. Exactly. And Rob Rose, stickers, please. Glad they sent them out. Sandy Glass is here as well. Glad you guys are spending your anniversary hanging out, watching us. Appreciate it. Butter waste could be used for pancake or waffle with bourbon syrup. That maybe we'll just have to make some more just so we can save it and try it out on. I just kind of
tossed it in the trash. That's not a bad idea though, Vermont.
Yeah, well, that's an excuse to make waffles.
It's an excuse to make another batch of butter fat wash bourbon.
There we go. There we go. On eggs, at least. Yeah. Well, I mean, I buy butter in bulk. I mean, I don't mess around with butter, so I don't really feel like we have to save it, but it could be good.
Yeah, Laura gets like the Costco bricks of butter.
I love butter. It makes everything better.
It does.
It does.
And it's better than seed oils.
Exactly. Torp will appreciate that comment, I'm sure. Okay, well that smells fantastic and very familiar. And so does that. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, this might be difficult.
Yep. And I'm going to remind y'all as often as I can to drink water. I'm going to drink some right now.
Chris Jenkins is out camping. Signal's terrible. Understandable. As it should be if you're camping. So have a great weekend, and thanks for stopping in. We'll see you again soon.
Yeah. So if you're camping at, I saw your post on Instagram. It looked like you were at a lake. Beautiful. So if that's where you're camping, I'm super jealous.
We haven't been camping in a long time.
Nope,
Maybe we need to. We gotta pull out all that tent stuff.
get all the sawdust off it all.
Yeah, since it's stored in your little wood shop.
Yeah, all our camping stuff is stored in the loft in the wood shop. It's probably just covered in sawdust.
That's okay. We'll just wait till we buy a van in like 10 years.
Well, these both smell fantastic. Big fan of the nose on both. Big fan of the palate too. Wow.
So the taste did not follow what I was expecting. It does taste delicious though. It just wasn't what I was expecting. Troy went out, did some shopping today.
Yep.
I think we're going to have to do a bourbon haul soon. Probably this next week is what our video will be. Dog's still trying to get in. And one of the bottles he got is, what was it, like 158 proof?
Yep.
I think he's trying to kill me.
It's the Penelope 17-year light whiskey.
I think that sounds insane. I'm sure it's going to be really good, but that is a very, very high proof.
Yep. Found it out in the wild at an amazing price. Just couldn't let it sit there. Had to bring it home. Found a couple taters out there too. Got a Weller 12 and a Blanton's Gold.
Sounds great.
And then something I'm super curious about, and we're definitely going to have to do a video. Our bourbon friends probably won't be that into it, but, you know, just like
Yeah, maybe.
drinks fans in general, I think would. We got a Pachuga, which is, it's a mezcal, but in the distillation process, they put a chicken inside the still, and it cooks and drips down into the distillate.
Do we eat chicken while we drink it? Is that what it's
I
meant
mean,
to
we
do?
could. It's supposed to add a savory note
Yuck.
to the mezcal. I mean, it's got chicken drippings in it. I couldn't pass that up. I have to try
It's
it.
too interesting sounding.
I have to try it.
Gotta know, do I taste the chicken in the mezcal? It's because you've shown me videos of this before, and I was like, I don't know, that sounds so weird, and then he found one, so I guess we gotta try it. Now that's fat washing. Exactly. Let that chicken drip right on in. Could be good.
I mean, have any of you guys heard of this before? Have any of you tried this before? What are we in for?
Probably just Pachuga is breast in Spanish. Okay.
There you go. I guess
Well,
that tracks.
I guess it's dripping off the breast and
Maybe after we get done with the blind, I'll go grab it and we can try it.
we could try it live before we make a video about it. Hey, Oak and Agave, cheers. I don't think I said hi to Mike Brock either. Cheers to you. Vermont is here. Anyone else I missed? Sorry.
Welcome to the show,
Welcome
y'all.
anyway. Okay, well that first one tasted really good, but
I've tasted them both.
It threw me off. So this might take a while to get through. You're gonna have to start.
We're in no
talking
rush.
More. You're gonna have to start talking more so I can concentrate.
Yeah, we don't need any excuses for your devastating trouncing.
I am out on chicken drippings and droppings. There's no droppings. It's dripping. It is cooked. It's not an alive chicken. It's being cooked. It's dripping.
I'm excited to try it, so
I am too. I think we are the only ones that see Miss Cluck. I like that name as well. These are both fantastic.
they are for sure. Now with a name like Oak and Agave, I'm sure you've had some Pachuga.
Maybe. And if not,
Or at
maybe
least
you
heard
should.
of it.
Maybe you should. Walk into a liquor store and ask for booby mezcal. Mrs. Lori J says, I don't do bird. Understandable. You know what? Beef is a superior meat. Duck fat's better than chicken fat? Well, I don't think many people would argue that. Maybe people that are afraid of duck. You already answering everything?
I'm working my way through the blind. You haven't written anything down.
Well, I did write something down and then I crossed it out.
Oh.
So, does that count as not writing something down or
So
what?
Michael Bortner says the Penelope 17-year light whiskey is fantastic and drinks below its proof.
I mean, I would hope it drinks below 158 proof because that sounds very hot. Like a lot, but maybe the age helps mellow it out. Maybe it's just, really good mouthfeel.
Mm-hmm.
It just sounds hot. Dennis says, don't forget at one point in time, he was excited to try Claremont Steep. Okay, yeah, we were. And we will, if we hate this, we will gladly say that we hate it as well. We're just excited to try new things.
I think just as a general rule, though, chicken whiskey is going to taste better than fish whiskey.
Probably. Or fish or chicken mezcal.
Chicken spirits.
Chicken spirit is going to taste better than fish spirit. Scotty says on sale, so will be much more terse tonight.
All right. Now I might have to Google terse.
You do have to do the chicken dance, though. We usually only do the chicken dance in the fall. I guess we're getting close to that. September, October. And then for the Oktoberfest celebrations. And that's the only time we ever do the chicken dance, but we have done it a few times.
Okanagan has been convicted of killing George T. Stagg. That's a great bottle to be killing.
Yeah. Congratulations. Hope you're drinking some water with that because it's a high proofer as well. It's a lot.
Have not had a conviction double oaked, no.
I feel like we've tasted some conviction before. Like a sample?
There's a story. There was a story time conviction that we got samples of.
Oh, okay. So I knew I'd heard of it before, but only the Grinch says no to a chicken dance. Of course. I'm going back and forth on what I think this is. It's really messing with me here. The chicken dance song is ringing in my head. Yeah, it probably will be in mine for the next month or so as well. Yeah, just like that. We will stop now. Canadian Chris says, cheers, eh? I've been drinking coffee all afternoon. I'm staying awake tonight, darn it. You're already doing better than other times when you say you're going to make it and you only said hi before the stream.
Yeah, so for anybody that has joined us in the past several minutes, hashtag holiday into the chat for the first 4-pack of 2-ounce samples.
Yeah.
We are celebrating the holiday weekend.
We are enjoying our holiday weekend, that is for sure. Scotty, happy Saturday. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. Thank you, and thank you for the super chat.
Absolutely.
Torp says, I forgot it's a wedding song. Gotta dance for that big anniversary celebration. Do people, I guess it's been a long time since I've been to a wedding.
I can't remember the last wedding. The last wedding I went to was ours.
Yeah, that doesn't really count. I don't know. It was us in our dining room. I don't know that really counts as like a...
I mean, that counts more than any other.
Okay, it counts counts that we got married.
It don't count that we got married.
But no. It doesn't count for like the going to a wedding and like there's the dancing and all that because we didn't have that. We like chilled and drank some beer.
We killed a keg
Yeah.
of bat squatch.
Which is delicious if anyone likes that kind of beer.
Yep. Deschutes Brewing IPA, hazy IPA.
I thought it was Rogue.
Or no, it was Rogue.
Rogue.
Hazy IPA.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff.
Every wedding he's been to has done the chicken dance. Okay, yeah. We just apparently don't get invited to enough weddings.
Yeah, I mean, Laura made a scene at that one, and we just haven't been
No
asked
one's
to go back.
invited us since. David says, weekend to remember
Yeah.
our fallen.
Cheers
Yes,
to that. Cheers to the fallen.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know what this B is, but it is freaking good.
Yeah. Now that you say that, I wasn't invited to either of my sister's weddings. No, I wasn't. I was in one of them.
You went to your twin sister's wedding. It was in Hawaii.
The other one got married in Hawaii.
The other one
too.
got married in Hawaii,
But
but,
she didn't invite us.
nobody was invited to that.
We were the lame ones that just did our dining room.
Not that we would have gone anyways.
I don't know. Like a trip to Hawaii. Hawaii's nice.
Yeah, I ain't flying that far for a wedding.
Jeff is here. I was out eating dinner. Now time for a good pour. Sounds great.
Or 2 or 3, Jeff. You should treat yourself, buddy.
Oh, Northwest Bourbon's doing a stream on Monday. That makes sense.
I think he's going to do his veteran stream on Monday.
Like his next month's one, his April one?
He missed this last one, I think, because he was out of town. So
I thought he did one in May.
I don't know. I don't know. He's
Either way, he's going to be live, and we will
On Memorial Day.
We will tune in as well.
We will support Mark 100%.
Barrel House is here as well. Cheers! Thanks for being here. Whew, these are reasonably high proofs. I'm gonna have to take my time on them because
I've written a couple things down. I'm scratching one out and rewriting it.
Yeah, these are tough. Sometimes when they're pretty high proof, it really stumps me on what to guess for them because I'm getting just heat, a lot of heat. I mean, these taste fantastic, and I don't think they're that crazy high. I don't think it's like 150 proof, but it really distorts my thoughts when I start feeling the whiskey here.
Now, when Laura was talking about this earlier, how we kind of expanded the blind to include some new things we're guessing, she did notice there was some cheat codes available.
I pointed it out.
I don't think I'm going to allow her.
You told me beforehand I could.
I've had time to think about it because you could do the same thing for price.
I could.
I don't think you should get 2 free points.
That would only be 1 point.
If you got 1 point for each category. Oldest, youngest, most expensive, cheapest.
Yeah, but it'd be 1 point instead of the 2 points that you could have got if you got it right.
New rule on the fly.
Oh, jeez.
You must have separate answers.
Troy.
We'll leave it up to the chat. What do y'all think? Should she be allowed to cheat?
Is it cheating? I think it's a strategy.
Should Laura be allowed to cheat?
It is a strategy. I'm giving up a point to make sure I get a point.
It was also a strategy during Trash Palette Challenge to not allow your opponent to answer a question or to drink while they were answering a question.
Except we never allowed people to do that because then we'd ask a follow-up question.
And not one person did it. Integrity means something in the whiskey community.
Oh, Troy, you're ridiculous. Who wants to play? I win. Whiskey Nature, cheers.
What's up, Deland?
Troy just doesn't. Happy wife, just saying, Troy.
Drink some water, y'all. There is a punishment pour involved in this for the loser.
Did we decide if we were both doing that one or if that's what you picked for me?
That's what I picked for you. You can pick that for me as well.
I'll pick something else for you.
Of course you will. If Laura loses, she's going to be sampling a healthy portion of this Jeppson's Malort.
And if Troy loses, I'm sure I can find something that that Troy would really hate to drink.
I think the chat is advocating for you to be allowed to cheat.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Okay?
Oh, look at Mark Gill.
Iraq, exactly. How long have you been married, Troy? Laura gets what she wants. Come on, Troy. You know this. Oh, gross. Tore up punishment. Trim all toenails way too close for comfort. That would really be a punishment for Troy. He has this strong hate of feet. And it does not matter if it's my feet or his own feet or anyone's foot. It doesn't matter if it's clean, nothing. He has a strong hate for feet. So I already mess with him and will like randomly touch his foot or something just to gross him out. Like just a little, tickle of the foot or something is all that it does to like throw him off.
Oh, we'll go to bed, and I'll like do all my shifting around to get all comfortable, and I'll just be starting to doze, and I feel that toe claw touch the back of my leg, and it just sends the heebie-jeebies right down my spine.
And it's just like I just barely touch you with
Little toe claw.
We do live in Bigfoot country. Troy would hate it if he saw a real Bigfoot. TMI. Hey, you brought up the feet. It was solid. But that's the easiest way to mess with Troy, is something to do with feet. You want to send him some foot pics? Anyone that's got his number, you want to send him some feet pics of any feet, he would just love that.
Yeah, we got this thing at work, and I mean, nurses are some of the most twisted people you ever meet, humor-wise. But Rye Guy, we got you down. Thank you for the Venmo. Anyways, it's just part of life. When you get older, you lose circulation in your feet, and especially the diabetics, and toenails fall off. And it's disgusting. But I was working the night shift.
I don't know where the story is going. Sorry, guys.
No, I was working the night shift. It was like...
Oh, so it was a long time ago, this story.
Yes,
okay.
yes. This is right after nursing school, when me and all my friends got our first nursing jobs, and most of them were in long-term care. And a ex-classmate was working at a sister facility a few blocks away from where I was at. And she called up and she was like, "Hey, do you have any of, I don't remember what she asked for specifically. It was some kind of a medical supply." And I was like, "Yeah, I got some of that. Why don't you send over one of your CNAs and I'll make sure you get that." And in the meantime, I had found this like lost crusty toenail that was probably 1.5 inches long.
Oh my God.
Yellow, real thick.
Dave, I'm trying to drink here.
Put it in a little box and put it in with the bag next to the supplies. And about a half hour later, I just get this text that was like all laughing emojis. Everyone else would have been like totally grossed out by that, but nurses, we got this twisted sense of humor. And then like a week later, I got that same toenail back.
Wow.
It was equally as funny. I don't know. Guess you had to be there.
Wow, Troy. Wow. Wow.
These samples are delicious, by the way, Vermont.
They are very good.
I think I have a clear winner.
I bet we have different clear winners.
You think?
Yes. Because you were going on and on about loving B. And I think I like A more.
Okay.
Can you fat wash toe jam asking for a friend? Jess says, I'm going to puke. Well, thanks for being here, Jess.
You
Hope
showed
you
up.
don't leave.
You showed up at the right time. We're done talking about gross stuff.
Yes, exactly. Next subject. I am done.
At least that gross stuff.
With that.
Drink some water, y'all.
Vermont says, interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, nurses have, like I said, just a twisted sense of humor. And you have to, because the shit you see, it's so disturbing. It brings you down. It depresses you.
Toe talk with Baker Drinks. Exactly. Larry 3R, yes, you can unmute. Yes, unmute. We were cackling here because my husband said they're going to remark on your comment. Exactly. Well, thanks for being here. Silly Yorkie whiskey for me. Cheers, just joining. Well,
What's up, Tracy?
It's a good time for you to join.
Haven't seen you in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Glad to have you back in the chat.
Gosh, this whiskey is really starting to hit, and it's we're 45 minutes into the stream here, Troy.
Drink some water.
I don't even drink that much whiskey. I don't know. Must have some.
She's going to test the limits of her Z-biotics tonight.
Exactly. Good thing this is only a 2-part blind and not a 4-part blind like usual. 100% have coping derangement syndrome. Hey, we can cope however we want to cope.
So to change the subject, since that seems to be like what Laura's wanting to do, if you are a patron, we have the final bottle in our possession for the Patron live tasting.
Oh, yes.
That'll be 8
bottles.
8 bottles. We're going to send out samples. We're going to start bottling them up tomorrow, or sampling up the bottles tomorrow.
Because it takes a long time
Get
to
them all
pour
packaged up. We will be sending
all
out
of them into 1-ounce samples.
There'll be 25 invites. So if you're tater level or above, you're automatically invited. It's going to be, what did we decide, June 19th?
Yes. Because
So
I gave up my call.
Yep, so the tasting will be June 19th, 6 p.m. Pacific, or 6:30. Oh, we'll figure out the time later, but June 19th, we'll do the Patron live tasting. Tater level and above is already going to get the samples. However, if you're at that level and you cannot make that date, we encourage you to pass your samples on to someone who can make it. You don't have to; they're yours. You've earned them. You can keep them and follow along watching the replay. Laura forgot to hit record on the replay last time.
Was I supposed to do that?
So there was no follow along. We'll make sure she hits record on that this time.
Okay.
So you will be able to follow along at home at a later time.
I'll do my best.
But we encourage, we want to have everybody there live with us. I think we've got between 15 and 20 people at that level. So we'll fill out the rest of the field from the sipper level, and we'll do a random drawing, and we'll let you know who's invited to that. I'd say within the next week you should be looking for those announcements.
And I think we're going to do a little poll so that the people that aren't automatically aren't automatically in, we can see who actually wants to do it. Less shuffling then. If everyone wants to do it, then that's cool too. But it'll be less shuffling.
Yeah, I mean the whole point of it is to have, we send out 25 samples to everybody. We want to have 25 people tasting with us.
Yeah. Because then it can be fun and a little crazy, and we're the only ones that are going to know what we're drinking until you get a taste. Seriously, you got to let the dog in. He's just going to face plant into that door over and over until you open it. Silly Yorkie.
He's fine.
Thanks for the super chat. Says, I've missed you guys. Glad to be back. Well, thank you. Thanks for being here.
Yeah. And the Patron live tastings are fun, and they've grown a lot. Our first one we did a couple years ago, we literally had Laura and I and 2 people.
We did. I think there might have been a couple people watching, but they weren't on the screen, and they didn't really say anything in chat either. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, and now we're sending out 8 full bottles of whiskey to make this happen. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, if you ever was on the fence about joining our Patreon and was looking for a reason, this is it.
Yeah, and it's quarterly, so
Yeah, we do it quarterly.
I'm trying to get all my answers in, Troy. Yeah.
Thanks, Laura.
I knew you'd get at least one.
There's some feet pics, y'all. Thank you so much for that.
I knew you'd get at least one. Thank you guys for not letting me down on that one. Life from the patio is here. Cheers.
What's up, T?
Thanks for being here.
I've had all my answers for like a half hour. I'm just enjoying the whiskey at this point.
Well, I am too. I have noticed now that I've sipped them for a little while. I should have really locked in on the proof earlier, because now I feel like they're coming across as a lot lower proof than what I think they are. So maybe I'll just go with what I guessed originally.
Or change it, whatever.
I think I might.
Rick Moreland in the house. Cheers, Rick.
I think I got answers.
Do you?
I do.
You got them all?
I got them all.
All right. Shall we do this?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll go. So this is, like I said, this is the samples. It just has an A on the top. This is the other one. It's got nothing. So it's A and nothing. Nice, generous 4 samples there too, by the way, Vermont. And these are great.
Yeah.
Great
they're
whiskeys.
Enjoyable. Jess, happy Memorial Day. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and guys, if you have not had anything from us in the past, email us so I have your contact information. I want to get you the sticker at a minimum. So if you super chat us, you're going to get the sticker. Just reach out and let me know where to send it.
Yeah, and
Jess, I think I've sent stuff to Paul before, so
pretty sure you have. It's been a while though, so might have to dig for it. Donner Pass Whiskey is here. Cheers. Thanks for being here. Barrel Dave is traveling on mobile, not keeping up with chat, but thanks for being here. Appreciate you stopping in. Jeff with the super chat. Thank you as
thanks,
well.
Buddy. That's awesome.
In Vermont, drink more water. Yes. Yes, I agree. I'm trying to drink water.
Yes, I'm going to drink some water right now.
I think I'm going to go back with my original answers here on
She's
proof.
changing answers, y'all.
Well, it's not a big change, but I went down, and I think I should not have gone down on the proof, because I think we'll stay up where it was.
Oh, Chris, that's so sad.
Terra free. Look at that.
He's running out of bourbon. They pulled it off the shelves.
That is very sad. How could they? You're gonna have to cross the border and then hide it in your car so that you don't have to pay that. I mean, we're suggesting that kind of stuff.
Is it considered bootlegging if it's international?
It's probably worse than that. It's probably a worse crime that you probably end up in
Yeah,
jail.
we're not advocating you break the law.
What's it take to get a wrench? It takes me getting on my phone and clicking that button.
There was a time when everybody that ended up in the chat got a wrench.
And then we started doing more and more stuff where I had to like pay attention, and so I stopped giving them out. But it's not because I don't. Everyone can have one if they want one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Back in the day when we used to get like 20 people watching us.
Yeah, so it
was a lot easier.
Let's see who doesn't have one. There it is. Here, have a wrench. Can drop links.
You get a
do
wrench.
Whatever. You
get
all
a
get
wrench.
Even Torup.
Even Torup gets a
Even
wrench.
Torup can have one. What are we what are we thinking?
Be careful with that one.
What did they do with all of it? Good question, Larry 3R.
With
We
great
all
power
wanna
comes
know
great responsibility,
where
Torup.
all the whiskey went. Where'd the bourbon go? They just took it away. So sad. Sounds like you need a shipment of hot sauce. Exactly.
They're probably selling it out the back door, Chris. You ought to maybe tip the guy.
Well, Jess, most of the people do nothing with the wrench, so it's not like you have to do something. Other people feel like posting links. You have to have one to post a link, so we don't care.
Promote your channels.
Promote people, don't promote people, whatever. It's just that way people can, if they want to. They can promote themselves. They can promote when we have people on the channel or their friends on other channels. Whatever. That's basically what you can do. I guess if someone's being really obnoxious, you could mute them as well. But otherwise, not really anything.
CJP Bourbon, cheers to you and welcome to the show tonight.
Yes, cheers. And Barrel Dave, thank you. I think it was supposed to say everyone gets a wrench, but it says Events Gone gets a wrench. Exactly. I agree. I just had FOMO for a wrench, that's all. Yes, now you blend in with everyone else. Wait, I can mute Dave V? You probably can.
People might enjoy that.
Are they removing the bourbon off the shelves as more of a law or symbolic? I'm guessing it's a little bit of both.
Let's go back up just a touch. I missed something there.
Okay, what'd you miss?
Jeremy Dirks. A lot of people. There's their laptop or on the TV. It's my Roku. I mean, I don't know.
See, we're kind of the same way. When we are watching other people live, we usually watch it on our TV off our Fire Stick, I guess, and then we chat on our cell phones. And then I'm really not gonna be posting links and stuff because it's a pain to do that kind of stuff on cell phone instead of on a computer. But some people watch on their computer or laptop, and there's always some people that do promotions and whatever. Not gonna promote other people, nothing to promote, but I'll promote y'all. Well, thanks.
Appreciate it.
That works too. And now you got a wrench next to your name, so there you go. Sippin' Heaven Hill Bottle to Grain. Which one? Right? That's the one with the 3 wheat. Was it wheat?
They have
rye,
a wheater,
and
a
bourbon?
rye, and a bourbon. We had the bourbon. I was told that we should have got the wheater.
Yeah, well, once we got one, we didn't need to get another. That's how it kind of felt. Bob Glass, I'll give you a wrench too. There you go.
Heck
you can
yeah.
have one too.
Everybody gets a wrench.
Although I kind of like it when some people don't, because then I notice them more. Because their name is a different color. And so since most people have a wrench, the people that don't have a wrench stand out. And then I say, I can extra notice them and say hi when they're in chat.
Yep. Miss Lori J, we got you down on the Venmo. Thank you so much.
Yes, we do appreciate Venmos as well, because YouTube doesn't get their 30%, 40%, whatever
YouTube
it is,
doesn't
50%.
take a cut, and I've heard that if you super chat on Apple
then they
takes
take
a cut.
and everyone gets a cut. They're all taking it. And it's not like it's that much money, but they're all taking it.
I mean, not that much money, but when they do it to like 1 million people, it adds up.
Jeremy Dirks, now it's wrench wars. Mute everyone. But then there won't be anyone talking, and that sounds boring. Unmute them all. Unmute them all. Seeing the beautiful backyard you two get to enjoy has been fun to see in your videos. Well, thank you.
We appreciate that. I know a Cutlass has been commenting on the lawn as well.
You better keep it cut, Troy. Don't let it get too long. People are noticing.
It's a lot of property to maintain. Only about, I don't know, 1.5 acres, 2 acres is what we actually maintain, though. The rest we just let grow wild.
It's the home for the deer that eat all my stuff. We provide a nice habitat for the deer so that they can hide, and then they can come out and they can eat everything that I plant.
Guys, so, I don't know, a few weeks ago now, Laura drugged me to this local, like, farm and garden co-op in town called Wilco. And she had to buy, like, an entire shopping cart full of these tiny little plants.
I needed more flowers.
They're all, like, in full bloom, all the pretty colors, purples and pinks and reds and whites, and just all these different combinations. It was like $100 worth of these tiny little flowers.
$50.
It's like 100. Anyways, we get them home. She unloads them out of the back of the Jeep, sets them right there next to her fenced-in garden to keep the deer out, sets them on the outside. And then we go in the house, and we probably ate dinner or whatever. I don't know. She was going to deal with them the next day. The deer came by that night and ate every one of them.
Most of them have grown back. They look nice again now that I moved them back in to the garden. JL, thank you. Appreciate it. Torp says if Troy pees on them, the deer won't eat it. Yeah, I don't want to eat it either, though. So
I mean, I could probably go outside right now, and there's 2 or 3 deer in the yard. It's ridiculous. And the dog just lets them hang out and frolic and eat all the trees and the plants.
I think they're his friends.
His friends?
His friends. It's just how it is.
All right, should we see who the winner is?
I think we should give away a box of whiskey first, and
Okay.
then we can, So it's the hashtag holiday is our giveaway. Let me get it on the screen. If you haven't entered it, you can enter it now, and then we will give it away. Venison is really good.
Love venison. Andrew's here. Hey, Andrew.
We technically live in city limits, though. Hunting is not allowed in the backyard.
Yeah, so the house I owned before I moved into Laura's house was closer to town, but outside the city limits.
Yes.
She lives further out, is more remote, has more property, city limits.
Makes sense.
I don't know.
Perhaps your next dog needs to be a Scottish deerhound. Maybe. There you go. See? Stop complaining, Troy. Laura gets what she wants, and you better start liking it. See? Everyone knows, Troy, except for you. You seem to not know.
Laura is a princess and gets everything. She gets spoiled by me. When was the last time you cooked?
This week,
Yeah?
I cooked that pork.
That was last week.
It's less than a week ago.
It was like Monday.
Less than a week ago, I cooked that pork.
And
we
every meal
ate it.
and every meal since then I've cooked.
So what?
She cooked Monday last week.
What? Why are you saying that's like a bad thing?
I'm not. I'm just saying I baby you.
That's not babying. That's teamwork.
Oh.
Makes dream work.
It's a teamwork. Okay.
How many hours did you work last week, Troy, compared to me?
Counting all the stuff I did
No.
around the house?
No, you don't get to count.
Because I
that.
work harder around the house than I do at my actual job. FYI.
Okay. So, hashtag holiday. I'm going to spin this. It's been long enough. Who's a better cook? I'm a better cook, but no, I'm not. Troy makes an amazing breakfast. And he did not cook breakfast this morning. And
No, I
both
got
me
right
and
on
my
the road.
daughter were like, where's breakfast? Okay, I'm going to spin this. Holiday. Hashtag holiday. Maintaining a couple acres is a full-time job in the Northwest as fast as things grow once the temp goes up like it has. Yes. Barrel House, are you here?
Yeah, John, are you still present? You must be present to win.
Jeff, that is a talent that your wife can burn water. That's a talent. I'm impressed.
Yeah, Oh, yep, he's here. Okay, so congratulations, Barrel House. I'm going to get this one headed your way on Tuesday.
There you go. Whiskey Panda is here. He says he's here.
What's up, Victor?
Okay, Troy.
Okay, next hashtag will be remember.
Remember. Okay. Let me get that on the screen so people can see it if they stop in a little later. Remember.
Hashtag remember.
Here you go. Oh, I forgot I was going to put this on the screen. I don't know. We'll see how we like it.
What are you putting on the screen?
I'm going to put the comments on the screen so everyone can see them on the screen if they don't have their comments
look at
showing.
that.
We'll just cover. Don't lean too far that way. Your face is going to get covered by comments.
No,
Maybe
it
not.
kind of stops right there.
Okay, yeah. We'll try that out.
right,
See
what-
how we
what-
like it.
What are y'all thoughts on that little chat showing up on the screen?
Might be good, might not be. Whatever.
I mean,
We'll try it out.
It kind of reminds me of watching on my TV because I have the chat function turned on, so it shows up on the TV right there. Although it scrolls all the way up the screen, not just halfway.
It's in beta right now, so who knows? Well, we're trying it out. Maybe if Laura was sitting on that side, she wants to block me. There we go. The chat is hiding behind my chat because I'm watching on TV. Exactly. Keep it. Yeah, you can turn off your chat now. Now you can see the chat. Really cute chat window. Hey, we're just trying new things. It doesn't matter if it's awful, we'll get rid of it, and if people like it, we'll keep it, or we'll just randomly turn it on and off to mess with people. One of the two.
Random. I like that.
Yeah, keep people on their toes, Raging Cajun, I don't think I said hi to you, but I have seen your name in chat, so thanks for being here. Cheers.
Yeah. Thanks for showing up. And you can let Randy know if he's not watching that we did get his bottle today. It was hand delivered. It was the final of the 8 bottles for the Patron Live tasting.
Can't see Troy's face with the chat on. Troy, stop leaning away from me. You can lean over here.
How's
There's
that?
plenty of screen in the middle. You don't have to be hiding from me all the way across.
I have a bubble.
You have a bubble.
All right, shall we see who won this? I mean, people have been watching a long time and they want to know who's drinking the Malort.
Dennis says it should be a blend of Claremont Steep and Malort. If we still had Claremont Steep, I would agree with you, but we gave that bottle away. Someone gladly took that bottle off our hands.
Yeah.
So we did not have to finish it or sample it out to people.
We were going to drain pour it. Rob, the shit show supervisor, was like, don't drain pour that, I'll take it.
So he got it.
So we sent it to him, gladly.
Honestly, I don't think a lot of the punishment things we have are all that bad. Sometimes Troy pulls out vodkas and stuff, and that's a little rough, especially after drinking bourbons and things.
I think Malort's pretty rough. I think
Malort-
the Baller's pretty rough.
And I enjoy things like Iraq and Absinthe, but Troy really hates both of those.
Wretched.
So they're punishment pours for him, but I like them. So it just depends on, what people like and don't like.
I mean, Laura likes the weirdest shit on the menu at any given time, so it's hard to get a punishment pour for her. But I know Malort is just awful, so that's what she gets.
That's what I get.
I almost got you Campari.
Oh, that would be rough to drink by itself. That would be rough. It adds something. What about the pickle one? See, I like the pickle one too. Troy hates the pickle stuff.
Laura's got pickle flavored cashews. I mean, that's...
It's weird. It's weird. but a couple of them are pretty good.
I don't know how you can like ruin cashews by putting that awful flavor on them.
It does kind of ruin them a little bit. I really liked when we disc golfed, and I always had like what are those, sunflower seeds? I did like the pickle ones of those. Dennis, I don't mind anything. I'll drink it all, but
Tom Shanley says Dickel 15 would be his punishment. Cat urine is a note.
we don't own that. Maybe we'll have to buy it so I can add it to Troy's Big Nose Cake.
Yeah.
I've seen that so many times, and I have not heard anything good about it, so I've never purchased it.
That's Irish, right?
I think it's a bourbon. It's like Western themed. Big Nose Kate.
I
Didn't
thought-
she date
Doc Holliday.
yeah, so shouldn't that be like a bourbon?
Yeah, I always thought it was an Irish, but I could be wrong. And no, Mr. Mom, I do not like Screwball.
Pickled sunflower seeds are fire. Exactly. They're way better than the cashews. Maybe because you're not like eating anything really. You're just kind of like sucking on the seeds, I guess. You gotta let the dog in.
Nope.
He's going crazy out there. So the cashews are not pickled. They're pickle flavor. So they have like pickle flavor dust on them. I don't know how they flavor things. But they're not pickled. So because that could make them soggy or something.
Says it is a Western whiskey.
Yeah, it's gotta be. We've seen it in the stores plenty. It's all over the place. Santa Fe, New Mexico.
A brave and adventurous blend. It's 90 proof.
It's very light in color. Your business is my business. Is that what it said?
Yep. Now, if Shaman's still here, he can back me up on this. I had a whiskey on Sunday last week that the tasting notes were armpit and anus.
That sounds awful.
It was the worst whiskey of the night. Turns out it was the most expensive by a lot. It was $1,000 bottle.
Crazy. Dill pickle chips is Canada's #2 flavor after classic regular chips.
And it was almost your punishment for tonight. But again, you like that weird stuff.
I have had dill pickle chips. They are not my favorite chip flavor. They're okay. I'm more of like a jalapeno chip flavor. That would be my go-to flavor if I were to pick a chip. I've been snacking on wasabi peas since y'all talked about it.
It's not y'all, it's Laura.
I didn't bring it up though. Someone else brought it up, and then we started.
And then you ate that whole can.
And then I ate them, and we haven't had any more because I buy them when I make Chex Mix at Christmas time.
So Panda, it was not made by Diddy, no. It was actually Rare Hair, the Tempest. It was like a 23-year-old Tasmanian single malt. And it had some kind of a finish on it. I don't remember off the top of my head. But it was a $1,000 bottle, and seriously, it was armpits. I didn't add the anus note, someone else did, but my note was armpit. And then after it sat for a while, it kind of transitioned to rhubarb. So
I think that's when I finally came and smelled it. It was more that. It was fruity and tart.
It was very, very tart. It was definitely like a rhubarb, like a sweaty armpit kind of note.
Dennis says if you added pickle whiskey to Malort, wouldn't you get a pickle flavored grapefruit taste? That might be fantastic.
The grapefruit flavor in Malort
That's the best part of it.
Very, very short-lived. The bitter aspirin taste is so much
It's
more
that
overpowering
aftertaste,
and
yeah.
lasts forever. Like, if you were looking at time on a scale, like the grapefruit note is here, and the frickin' bitter aspirin note is here.
Yeah, I don't think I've said hi to ASMR Whiskey.
I said hi, Andrew, earlier.
Okay, he's been here like all the whole night. And Prescription Bourbon as well.
Oh,
Cheers.
DMC. I didn't see you. Welcome, buddy.
Okay, now let's reveal our scores. Do you want me to just give you this?
How about we both say, for A, I said it was a bourbon.
So did I.
I said it was unfinished.
So did I.
I said 126.5 proof.
I said 125.
Okay. I said A was the youngest.
So did I.
I said A was the lowest price.
I said it was the most expensive.
Okay, so we differ there. I said it was Legacy.
So did I.
I said it was Buffalo Trace.
I said that and then I crossed it out and changed it to Maker's Mark.
And I said E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof.
And I said it was a pick.
On B, I said it was a bourbon.
Me too.
I said it was not finished.
Me too.
I said 124 proof.
I said 120.
I said it was the oldest.
So did I.
I said it was the highest priced.
I said it was a lower.
I said it was Legacy.
Me too.
I had Bardstown.
I put Elijah Craig.
And I said Disco 11.
I said it was an ECVP.
And I said it was my favorite.
I said the other one was my favorite.
All right. Let me look at the answer key.
But on the nose, I said it was Buffalo Trace, and then I tasted it, and I was like, that doesn't taste like Buffalo Trace, so I crossed it out. So we'll see if I trust my nose or my palate here. Usually I get Buffalo Trace based on the nose, but the taste was so off on my first sip that I didn't believe it was Buffalo Trace.
Okay. So sample number A is Stag 23B.
Damn it! I knew on the nose, and then I didn't taste it. It didn't taste right.
I got to do some research and find out the proof on 23B. And that's going to be non-age stated.
Okay, so we won't have a youngest and oldest. So those ones are out. Okay. I did not get the distillery. I probably didn't get the proof either. But not finished.
So
It is a
23B,
bourbon.
the internet says it is 127.8. So I said 126.5. I am within 3. I get 2 points.
You said it was 127?
127.8.
Okay, so... Oh, the 0.8. So I guess I'm...
It does say typically 8 to 9 years, but it is non-age stated, so we will not count the age on these. And what is the MSRP on Stag now? About $65?
I have no idea. We haven't bought one in a long time.
Let me look up. We'll go by Oregon Liquor Search. Oh, wait. Jeff just sent me 23B. Oh, he says 130 proof.
Well, then I got no points on that. Wait, 130? So I got 1 point. I still got 1 point. Okay.
Okay, so we'll each get a point. And we'll just say, let's see, OregonLiquorSearch.com.
We didn't pick the price. Oh, because we said which one's more expensive. I got it.
Yeah. So, domestic whiskey.
Whiskey Panda says 66 and Dennis says 70. Lag says, hey, I'm new to the channel. Is there a cask strength you can recommend for a reasonable price? Let's see.
What does reasonable mean to you?
Yeah, I guess
$59.95 in Oregon. So we'll say $60.
$60. Okay.
Oh, it is 127.8. He sent me a picture of it. So I get 2 points for that. Thank you, Jeff.
Well, then I get 2 points as well, because it's within 3.
Within 3, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and it is Legacy, so I get a point for that. Buffalo Trace, I get 2 points for that. I guessed the bottle wrong. I said E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof.
Other people are saying Rare Breed is a great one. I don't generally reach for cask strength, so... but if I do reach for it, I usually go with Jack Daniel's Gold Label, either their Tennessee whiskey or the rye. Both are fantastic. I prefer the rye, but if you're not a rye person, that would be my suggestion. And it's $60-ish, depending on where you get it.
Okay.
And can be crazy high proof. Crazy high proof.
Sample B. 1792 full proof single barrel. So bourbon, I get a point. Finished, no, I get a point. I believe the 1792 full proof is 125. I said 124. So I get 3 points.
Get 1.
Again, I said it was the oldest, but it's non-age stated, I believe, so we don't get points for that. Let me see what the price is on a 1792 full proof.
It's $50-something, so it's cheaper.
Well, the Stag was $50-something too in Oregon.
No, you said 60.
$59.95.
I think we bought, the last time we got a full proof, it was $55.
$53.95. Okay, so I get no points on price.
I got both of those points, and it is Legacy.
It is Legacy. It's Bardstown, I said, and it's Barton.
There we go.
Nothing for that, nothing for that. So I got 6 there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 there. I got 13.
I had 11.
Woo!
It's crazy how Troy has the answer key in his phone, but no, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
So
he showed me it was unread message. Unless he
before,
changed it.
Before the
to
stream
unread.
ever started, I'm like, just so you can't call me out and say I
I'm still
cheated.
going to call you out.
He's back on top, y'all.
Yes. Hashtag rigged. Believe it. Okay, give me my punishment pour.
That was incredibly close, though. 13 to 11. Those are fantastic, by the
And
way.
I wrote Buffalo Trace and was like, no, it can't be, and crossed it out.
And if you had left that, what would you have had?
Oh, that's 2 points. Yeah, we would have tied. We would have tied.
Good job, babe.
She
did great, y'all.
Gandy Road, cheers. Thanks for the super chat. Burner phone. Laura tries to cheat in the beginning and accuses Troy of cheating. Exactly. It's more fun that way.
That was a great blind.
Yeah, the smell, it definitely smells like Buffalo Trace. I should have just trusted. You're fine. You're messing with it, Troy. It's fine. Because it smells like Buffalo Trace. It just wasn't tasting like it to me.
Yeah. So y'all, we're planning on doing more of these types of live streams through the summer. In fact, this is probably what we're going to do through the summer until the blend vent starts in the fall. So if you want to have one of your blinds featured on our stream, reach out to us and we can get that facilitated. We've probably got like 5 more blinds over here ready to go. But how many Saturdays are there through the summer, right?
There's a few. Oh, thank you, Troy. I just can't wait to drink this Jepson's Malort. You got a winning speech you want to do before I take this?
I just want to thank the little people.
Thank the little people. That sounds great. I will also thank the little people for letting me drink this fantastic little shot of Malort. Cheers, everyone. Have a great evening with this.
We're not done. So Vermont says he saw this blind on another bourbon channel, and they were surprised that he picked the 1792. I picked the 1792 over the Stag as well, to be honest with you.
I didn't. Oh, God.
That 1792, and it was a pick, you said, from State Line Liquor, which is where Jeff and Vermont and I hang out frequently on Wednesday and Friday mornings, because that's when their bourbon drops are. But that's a great pick. That's really, really good. I picked it over a Stag 23B.
I picked the Stag.
Laura picked the Stag, but she called the wrong distillery.
I picked it right at first, and I just questioned it. Just like I lowered my proofs when I shouldn't have lowered my proofs.
But thank you so much, Vermont. That was fantastic.
Gosh, why does the taste not go
yes,
away?
Yes, Torup, 1792 full pick, or full proof, and it was a store pick.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
Yes, Richie J. Summer doesn't start yet, but we're this is our summer season of the channel, I guess.
Yeah.
We finished all our trash pallet challenges that we're doing for this season.
I mean, there may be one more in July. It's a reschedule, and they reached out to us. Although one of the people involved in that channel that challenge is out of the country. for all of June. I don't know if they're going to be back in time for it. So we'll see. There may be one more, but there's probably not going to be any more of those. So we will be doing the blinds and just general
Hanging out,
shenanigans.
BSing, telling stories. I learned all kinds of things about Troy I didn't know about on these live streams. He tells stories he's never told me. I saw a super chat there. Bourbon Hunter Lee says, for the sticker, thank you. And I just got to show that sticker one more time in case anyone wasn't here. We are giving away a new sticker for tonight's super chat. I know it's not summer yet, but it's close enough for our trashy summer sticker. Here we go. That's what we're giving away.
Yeah, drink some water, y'all. It's time.
Just says here in Louisiana feels like summer started this week. Yeah, it feels like it has started here as well. Today was, I know it doesn't, the temperature is going to sound weak for most of you guys, but it was 78 degrees today, which is a high temperature for Washington. That's like mid-July, August kind of weather right there. So I think we might even have a couple days in the 80s this week. So it's summer. Summertime is here.
Yes. Full on summer. I've been out, we're putting new siding on the house, so I've been out working in the hot sun doing that.
We are doing that.
And by we, she means me.
Yes.
She gets to come out and look at the end of the
And
day
be
and be like, oh, that looks really good.
That looks nice. Or what's going on right here?
Victor refuses to drink water.
Refuse.
Bourbon has enough water.
So you are drinking water, is what I'm hearing.
So we got some whiskeys delivered to us this week from Logan Buchanan. And it says Vincero Spirits, but I believe he's from Brownwater Exchange. He reached out to us and he's like, hey, I've got some whiskeys I would love for you guys to try. And we're like, sure, we'd love to try whiskeys. We got a couple of them here. This one here is called The Bond. It is a 4-year-old straight bourbon whiskey.
The bottle label is cool. I think it's just MGP with some brand, you know.
Yeah, so this was distilled by MGP in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. Bottled by Whiskey Thief Distilling Company in Frankfort, Kentucky. And again, it is batch number 2, 4-year-old, bottled in bond. We're going to give that a shot right now.
Sure. Why not? It'll go great with the water I'm drinking, Troy.
We'll let you know what we think of this 4-year-old bottled in bond whiskey. If I can get this plastic off of here. There we go.
Dave said he just drank these samples from Cask 529. They were surprisingly good. I expect that they are good. It's MGP whiskey. We like MGP. This one's 4 years old, and then we also have a 7-year-old one, so I expect that one to taste better than the 4-year-old. But I like the label on them. I have no idea what they're supposed to cost.
Yeah, I know nothing about this. He wrote us a little note and it says, thank you so much for being willing to give our whiskeys a shot. I hope you enjoy these whiskeys as much as I have enjoyed making them. It truly is a labor of love for me. So I'm happy to be able to share. Take a moment to stop and celebrate the friends and family you're drinking this with. And most of all, enjoy the whiskey. Cheers, Logan. So Logan, if you're watching, thanks so much for these. We will definitely share these. What do you think? Cheers?
Yeah. Cheers.
So yeah, I don't hate that at all. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. It doesn't taste overly aged, but it's only 4 years old, so that's what I expect. It's 100 proof.
4-year-old,
Good
bottled
flavor.
in bond. Bottled in Kentucky, distilled by MGP. Again, the Bond.
Oh, on the back it says the Bond of Friendship. So maybe that's their full name, but on the front it only says the Bond. And it's got like a skeleton hand and a human hand, which is a little weird, but also kind of cool. The bond is a toast to friends.
Yeah.
The people who laugh with us, cry with us, have our backs through thick and thin. Whether it's been a day or a decade since the last reunion, we all have friends we'd love to share another drink with. So call up a buddy, reminisce on old memories while making some new ones, and cherish the bond that holds us together. Well, I do like that. You don't need some crazy story about a horse race or anything on there.
Some
That is-
historical story that means
Exactly.
absolutely nothing about the whiskey.
This means something to us because
Yeah.
we like to share whiskey and hang out with friends and drink them
Yep.
and create memories. So I do enjoy that little
Go up just a touch. I think we missed
comment
a
on the
couple.
back. 103 degrees in Florida. Oh my goodness.
Ouch. Yeah.
111 in Death Valley this week. Oh.
Good Lord. Fall weather in Ohio.
What are you?
Scroll
I need
down.
blending rules. Portland is thirsty. I think it's gonna be just like how many? 3
I think we're gonna do just
of whiskeys. 3 of them,
American whiskeys. Minimum 3.
and that's about it. Don't add other stuff.
Yeah.
Whiskey Uncensored. Hey Ben. Tiller's Bourbon Challenge. Hey guys. What are you looking for, Troy?
Can you say the bottle again? Where is it from?
It
It
is-
was Vincero Spirits or Brown Water Exchange, I believe.
The name of the bottle is the Bond.
Name of the bottle is the Bond,
I think that's the actual company, the Bond. And then it says straight bourbon whiskey.
and it is 4-year MGP bottled in bond. And that wasn't bad. I don't know the price.
No idea. They did not send us that kind of information, nor did we buy it.
I'm going to open up this next one.
But it tastes fine.
Now this
As
one,
long as it's a good price, because, like I said, it's 4 years old, so don't pay something crazy for it if you see it.
so that last one was small batch. This one is also small batch, hand selected. That just said straight bourbon whiskey. This one says eternal straight bourbon whiskey.
These companies need to come up with different names that it's more obvious the difference between them, but the difference looks like this one's 7 years and the other one was 4 years.
This is batch 2 also. It is a 7-year. Also distilled by MGP and bottled by Whiskey Thief Distilling in Frankfort, Kentucky.
Okay. I think this one has a different friend story on the back that I'll have to read. I'll just take a splash, Troy.
Just a splash, Troy, she says.
Just a splash. I've had plenty with that stag and whatever else we drink. Eternal are the bonds that make life special. The people who shape our worldview, who know how to make us laugh harder than anyone, who can always count on. Their friendship leaves a lasting legacy. This special edition of the Bond is a toast to those timeless connections and the people who make life meaningful.
Aw.
Oh,
Okay, 7-year-old MGP, the Bond Eternal Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Oh,
is this aged somewhere cold?
you thinking it tastes young?
I feel like it doesn't taste 7 years old.
I think it tastes pretty darn good.
Yeah, I think it tastes good, but I don't think it tastes...
It's got that classic pink bubblegum note that I get on some MGPs.
It just doesn't taste overly old either. It's gonna snow in Wisconsin tonight. Let me tell you, I don't think I want to
What kind of bullshit
move
is that?
to Wisconsin. That is...
That does not sound good at all.
So I work with someone that is from Wisconsin. She just recently moved out, I think like a year ago, to here. And she absolutely loves it here. She's like, there's all these flowers, there's all this life, and it's still covered in snow there. I'm like, that sounds awful. She said she just sends pictures of flowers and plants to her mom that still lives in Wisconsin, so she can feel the life that we have here, I guess. Yeah, these are okay. I don't know that they're the best MGPs I've had, but I don't know the price points. If these are cheap, yeah, they're great.
There's nothing offensive about either of them. I think they're both pretty crushable.
Yeah.
You know, if they're reasonably priced, I don't see any reason not to purchase.
If you like MGP whiskey.
And everybody loves MGP. It's in
Not everybody. There's people that don't.
MGP. If you go into any liquor store in America, and more than 50% of the bottles on the shelf are MGP.
I don't know about more than 50%. There's a lot, though.
You go into Total Wine, and more than 90% are MGP.
Troy, your stats are off. Your stats are off.
I don't think they are.
What's that other one you got there?
All right. So they sent us another one. This is not... I mean, it says bourbon whiskey on it, but it's not. It's 75 proof. It's got some natural blackberry flavoring. It's called Thornbush.
How can it say bourbon on it?
It says bourbon whiskey, but I'm guessing it's a bourbon base with...
That they changed to something else. They're not checking these labels.
It is flavored. I am going to just pour a splash of this one into my glass.
Take it in a little shot glass here.
A little shot glass or your other glass. It's a splash either way. There you go. How's the nose on that little plastic cup?
It smells like candy.
I'll tell you what we're going to do, y'all.
Like a little, it's tart though. It's not like super sweet smelling.
Oh, it smells like a smash.
Yeah, it smells pretty good.
It smells like a bourbon smash, which is my favorite cocktail.
A lot of these flavored whiskeys are usually like syrup and really sweet. And this one has tartness to it, which so far, before trying it, gives me hope.
Oh, that's syrup.
Okay, it's pretty sweet. But it does have some tartness on the back.
Blackberry syrup. So if you're going to make a cocktail...
Yeah. But it is more balanced than, I would say, even the Crown Blackberry. That one's very sweet and syrupy. I think this one would make a better cocktail.
I think this is going to be a big hit with your family out at the beach.
I think so too. I think we'll bring it and we'll bring some lemonade or
I just think an ice cube.
Or that.
That's a cocktail in a glass or in a bottle.
Or we'll play games and take shots.
But I'll tell you what, guys, we're going to give some of this away. We're going to do the hashtag remember giveaway. And then I think we'll do another quick hashtag and I'll give away like...
all three of these samples?
Yeah, we'll give away like 3 sets of these.
Okay. Troy's feeling generous.
I mean, it's free whiskey. The story was great. It's the bond. It's about sharing whiskey with friends. That's what we're going to do. We're going to share it with our friends.
Yeah, I'm just looking up the price of this.
Hashtag remember without the question mark, Ben.
Remember? Member? Member berries?
Member berries?
Let's see. So it contains 0% grain neutral spirit, distilled in Kentucky and Indiana, blended and bottled in Kentucky. What's the price? That's all I'm looking for here. Add to cart. It is a $40 bottle. That's not bad that's not great for
It's a $75 solid mixer.
70 proof, not 75.
75 proof.
You said dollar.
75 proof, $40, very solid cocktail base. If you're doing like, I feel this would make a great smash. It smells just like, would add a little mint and some crushed ice.
A little lemonade,
little
bourbon,
little lemon, yeah.
Or lemon and bourbon. Yeah. And that's probably what we'll do with it. The whiskey smash is Troy's favorite cocktail.
Yep.
We just don't usually make them. I do have some mint that I need to plant. I have been watering it. It is alive. You know, it might not make it the whole summer, but I will try my darndest to keep it alive. Maybe this weekend I'll get it planted so it'll have more of a chance.
Joe B, cheers. Welcome. I haven't seen your name yet. Okay, so let's do the spin for the hashtag remember. We got 66 watching, 52 entries. If you want in on hashtag remember, 4-pack of 2-ounce samples from our collection. You got until Laura gets it on the screen and spins it.
I'm just looking up the price of this bourbon. So, the bond.
Eternal is the 7-year.
Yeah. My internet's not working. We've got chaos in the house. I already did. Oh, no, I guess I didn't. You can have dessert too if you want.
All right, if you're going to come in here, you got to be on screen and say hi to everybody.
Or at least stick your hand out and wave. Stick your hand out and wave. Just stick your hand
all the way
out
over to here. Just reach.
Just stick your hand out. No one can see you.
That's Charlotte, y'all. She's saying hello.
Okay. See ya.
And she let the fat dog in. Finn, go.
So we had actually kicked the dog out of the studio before the stream because he farted and he was going to affect our nosing of the whiskey with the smells that he was bringing
I
to
didn't
the
smell
studio.
it. He was offending Laura, so I kicked him out. Poor dog. And then he just scratched at the door for the past hour and a half. So Dennis Trish had a good point there. Scroll up just a second.
We had a couple people say hi to Charlotte. Look at that. Trust on a hot day, glass of ice, blackberry whiskey lemonade, starry soda, and blueberry syrup is fire. That sounds pretty good.
That sounds pretty good.
We'll have to get some blueberry syrup, but we do like it on a hot day mixed with lemonade, and you know.
So, guys, this is better than Blackberry Crown.
Way better. That one's just like straight syrup. This one's a lot more tart, more like an actual blackberry than like the sugar blackberry. It's still sweet. There's definitely still sweetness to it, but it's not as sickening.
But
sweet.
I would pay the extra $5 to $10 for this over Blackberry Crown 100 times out of 100.
Oh gosh, this is $80.
The 7-year?
Yeah, I don't think it's worth $80.
Yeah, that's a big ask, 80 for that. But you know, they're new, they're struggling, they're small. Sourcing whiskey is expensive. I understand the price. I've had $80 whiskeys that are worse than that. It's good, guys, but you know, you be the judge of what is a fair price for you. And that's $80 for the 7-year MGP bottle and bond.
Yeah. So what were we doing now?
What blackberry is that? So, Joe B, this is called Thornbush. And it's from Vincero Spirits or Brownwater Exchange.
What does it say on the bottle?
There's got a story on the back of that, too, that you didn't read to everybody.
Has roots in both morals and mischief. Legend says that Saint Michael and the devil waged the ultimate war of good versus evil at the gates of heaven. Saint Michael was victorious, plummeting the devil down from the clouds and into a thorny blackberry bush, which the devil spat on, cursing the fruit for eternity. Our blackberry bourbon whiskey embraces the prickly tail of the thorn bush. Yeah. Our tribute to the showdown between heaven and hell is so divine, you'll be celebrating your time here in between. You know, I don't know about that story so much. It was sure interesting. Glad I read that. Yeah, I think we will enjoy this. You know what this bottle shape is?
It's the backbone.
What other bottle do we have that's this exact same one?
Orphan barrel.
Also, Halloween one. What do we...
Oh, Spirits of the Apocalypse.
Spirits of the Apocalypse. This is like the same label. I feel like it's made by the same people as Spirits of the Apocalypse.
No.
Like it was designed by the same people. The way this label looks, it looks just like
I think Spirits of the Apocalypse was like embossed. It was painted on.
I don't know. It looks very similar
All right.
style. But
77 people watching, 58 entries. Hashtag remember if you want in on this drawing that is about to happen imminently.
there it
4
is.
2-ounce samples of whiskey from our personal collection.
Yeah. Dennis hates all the flavored crowns. Yeah, they're extremely sweet.
And this is too, but I think it's going to be a good base for a
This
cocktail.
is not nearly like that, though. Flavored bird dogs. We have had... I think this is more like the flavored bird dogs than like the... It's fine. I think this is more like that than...
Sorry if the quality of the internet just went down.
We did allow the daughter to get on the internet, so she's sucking it all the juices up, apparently.
We couldn't wait 20 more minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna turn her off. She's gonna come in here. Let's turn that off. She can be like, "Why is my internet not
Yep.
working?"
So we're up to 60 entries, 74 watching. Hashtag remember for the giveaway of the 4 2-ounce samples from our collection. All killer, no filler.
Well, I turned her internet off and it still doesn't work. Let's just spin and draw a name here, Troy. Let's see. Who's going to win? Keith P. Better late than never. I agree. Thanks for stopping in.
Bourbon and balls. Charlie, are you still here? Must be present to win. Charlie, are you here? The Grinch who stole bourbon.
Get ready to say rigged. Exactly.
He
Pizza
probably
Warlord.
won't like any of these. They could be Pappy 15 and he would complain.
Are you here? Are you here? Vermont's here.
Charlie, we're going to give you like 40 seconds.
Counting down. Who do you think's going to get here first? Charlie or my daughter to be like, why is my internet not working?
Well, the
internet's working on our screen
the
again.
low quality went away, so she's probably going to be like, did you turn my internet off?
We'll be like, yes, we did. We sure did. Turns out we can
Eric
only have
Gunderson's
one
in the
person
house.
on the internet.
Cheers, Eric.
He is asleep.
I
mean,
identify as bourbon and balls. Charlie's probably asleep.
I get it.
He's
I
an
get
old
it.
man.
I go to sleep early. If I was on the East Coast time, I would be asleep by now too.
Bourbon and balls is here. There
He's
he
here.
goes.
He's here. Okay, there we go. He is not asleep. He is in the house. Okay, so
Honestly, who texted you, Charlie?
okay, so Troy, we're gonna do just 3 giveaways
Yeah.
from the same hashtag.
So, same hashtag. We're going to do 3 giveaways. It's going to be a sample of the 4-year,
okay,
the
what's the
7-year.
hashtag?
Same.
Oh, I already deleted that.
Oh,
one.
did you?
Yeah.
Well, you just asked me if we're going to do it from the same
No,
one.
I thought like we're doing all 3 from the same one, not like the
Oh.
same.
All right, we got to go through this whole rigmarole again. Just do hashtag free. Hashtag free. It's going to be the Bond 4-year, the Bond 7-year, and the Thornbush Blackberry Bourbon. Even though it's 75 proof and tastes like syrup. 82 people watching. Holy shit.
It's infused bourbon.
Yeah, it is quite good. It makes a great base for a cocktail.
Yeah, I am looking forward to making cocktails out of it. We don't drink a lot of flavored stuff, but I think my family that doesn't drink a lot of bourbon will love this. Although we've been really trying to get my dad into it. He keeps bringing we keep filling a sample bottle and then he drinks it. He drinks part of it straight and then he drinks part of it in a like mixed drink. And then he tells us what he likes. And
Yeah.
we're trying to get him into bourbon.
So yeah, a couple weeks
Because we have
ago,
lots to share.
I gave him, it was a 2.6 ounce, the Liquid Ministry sample of an Elijah Craig store pick from Scappoose Liquor in Oregon. And it was like 130 proof. He took that home and I said, take a sip, just, straight out of the bottle. Pour a little bit over ice and try that, and then you can do the rest over with like Coke or something, because he's not a whiskey guy. And he said he liked it neat, actually. So the next time he brought the sample back, I gave him Nulu cask strength rye. Specifically the Matt Madness Season 2 New Losers pick. And he said that was a little too spicy for him. He liked the Elijah Craig pick better. So this last time he came over yesterday, we filled it up with Maker's 46. So just the standard Maker's. So now he's going to try something
Low proof.
low proof but finished. So it's the 10 Virgin Oak stave, or 10 French Virgin Oak staves, Maker's 46.
Yeah.
And I have not heard whether he likes that or not yet.
I mean, it's like 1 2-ounce sample a week kind of thing is how about the speed we're going here. But we're trying to convert my family into whiskey drinkers.
Yeah.
We have been sharing with my sisters as well. We did like a family pub night hangout thing. We gave
Virtual, just like this.
Yeah, we gave Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, Weller 12, and Blanton's. And they didn't like the Eagle Rare and the Weller as much.
They didn't like the aged
whiskeys. I think the
whiskeys.
aged stuff had more of a spicy oak to them that they didn't like. So we're gonna ease them into more lower proof, younger type stuff until they can get used to that, and then we'll give them the good stuff. Although I find it, I don't know what Michael liked, because he's a peated Scotch drinker, so he already likes whiskey, but he just drink whatever we give him, I guess. Okay, how long do you want to wait before we start drawing this, Troy? We've already got 54 entries of the 70.
We'll give it another minute. So 77 watching currently, 54 entries. Free whiskey. We're going to give away 3 of these. It is the 4-year, the 7-year, the Bond, it's MGP, and then the Thornbush Blackberry.
So Pizza Warlord, they just didn't like it as much. They liked the Blanton's and the Buffalo Trace better, which I understand. They're simpler flavors, I guess. So we're just learning where to steer them until they get used to it. They're, I guess, more wine drinkers and cocktail drinkers. When they have stuff, they don't drink a whole lot. So it makes sense. I mean, both of them have had kids, several kids in the last few years, so they haven't really drank a whole lot.
Yeah. Christian, we're on the hashtag free. We did the hashtag remember already.
I turned you off for a few minutes because it was affecting our internet.
We'll turn you back on in a minute, okay?
You got like 10 minutes. Do something else.
Yeah, so they are entry level. That's what we did. Did I win? All right, so 57 entries right now, about 80 people watching. Let's do the first of these giveaways. And this is for the 2 bottles of the Bond, the 4-year, the 7-year, and the Thornbush.
Yeah. And again, it's free just for hanging out with us. Did they drink the Blantons like Troy did on the video? No. It was more of a sip. It was more just sipping little tastes and whatever. We just kind of hung out, and it's I think it'll be fun to start doing that more often with my family. Mark Gale, are you in the house still? I'm guessing because we just did this hashtag that you're still here. But gotta check.
Yeah, and Oak and Agave, you're gonna get on at least the next 2 spins. We're doing 3 of these giveaways, so. Mark Gale. There he is.
Thanks. Okay. Second one. I was supposed to spin again, right?
Yep.
Because I did. Just making sure. We got Rob Rhodes.
Rob Rhodes, are you still present? I'm assuming you are.
I am assuming you are as well because we just put this hashtag. Hashtag Free Willy. You know what? I loved that movie as a kid. I did. It was so like emotional
And
and
it
real.
Was like, it was pseudo local too.
Exactly. There was so much going on.
Rob Rhodes is here.
Okay, number 3, going to whoever pops up on the screen here in a second. Who do we got? Tim
Dorn.
Tim Dorn. Okanagan was editing a video. Hope it's a great video for you.
I'm sure it's going to be amazing.
Let's see. Willie is free.
Tim Dorn is here. Let's do one more.
Okay, 4th winner for these free samples from us.
3's an odd number. I can't just end it on 3.
Okay, why not? Just keep spinning. Eventually the bottles will be empty.
It's the bond. It's meant to be
Silly
shared.
Yorkie
Yorkie.
whiskey for me. I'm guessing you were still here as well. Okay. Are you here? Are you here? Yorkie! Hello! Hello!
There
Yes,
she
still
is. All right.
here. Okay. 4 winners. Hope you enjoy them.
All right. Let's do the patron giveaway.
Okay, let me open some stuff. I got
Laura's got to open some stuff.
bottles
We're
and
gonna do the
stuff in
patron
my way
giveaway.
here.
We're gonna do the elevated giveaway,
And then we'll hang out offline. Right?
and then we're gonna do a hangout. Yes.
I'm gonna make some popcorn. You're gonna have to listen to me crunch. You know, all those things. Okay, computer, start working. There we go.
All
We haven't
righty.
had any new patrons this week, right? I don't think
Not
so.
that I know of,
I don't
but
think
I don't get alerts when we get patrons. You do. Hold on, we got a Venmo. It looks like.
We're not there yet. Joe B.
Joe B, we got you down, buddy.
Okay, so patron giveaway. This one is for, what are we giving away?
This
we are
is
giving
it's
away.
a Penelope toasted cask strength bourbon pick, and the Penelope Architect build number 2. So that's an OG build. And again, patron at any paid level gets entered into this drawing. We spin it weekly, and once you win, you're removed, and then once everybody wins, everybody goes back on the wheel. So looks like Hazmat Compton.
Okay, yeah, Matt. Awesome. We will get those samples to you.
And then we'll remove him from the wheel.
Let me save it.
And then Laura's going to put together the super chat wheel. I'm going to give you the Venmos here.
We got some comments in chat. People are talking. That's cool and funny sticker. Yes, that is our summer sticker. Trashy Summer, Baker Drinks. We definitely just kind of wanted to have a little fun with it. I'm obviously the Trash Panda and Troy's the Grinch, so there we go.
Grouch.
Not
Grinch. Grouch.
Well, I mean, he's whatever, same thing.
Oscar
right?
the Grouch lives in the trash.
But he's still grumpy.
I mean, I guess
and
the
angry.
Grinch kind of trolls through the trash as well.
Y'all have a new sticker, exactly. You gotta make room on that box you showed us. Okay. Let's see. Oops, that's not what I want.
That's not what you want.
Come on, Troy. You gotta pretend like I'm doing everything right here.
Hey, you're doing great over there. None of those count, though. Okay, so here's the Venmos.
Thank you very much. Will Trash Palette Challenge return on a regular schedule in the future? We will probably do it again. I don't know when.
So I feel like that is kind of like our, we do the,
Is it just those?
yeah, it's just those 3.
Okay.
We do the, oh, no, we got another one here. Scotty, we got you down as well for 2. So we do the blending tournament through the holidays. That will be the next thing we do after summer. We'll start setting up for blend vent. And then starting in January after the blend vent finale, we will do probably start setting up trash pallet challenges again. All new competitors, all new.
You can keep.
Eric, I think you've already won and were removed. You should have got a 2-pack of samples from us at some point over the past couple of months. If that is not the case, let me know and we'll get you added back on there. But I'm pretty sure you won and I sent you some stuff.
Yeah, we just try to rotate the winners, so we take people off after they win, and then so they can rotate, and then we'll get everyone back on again once everyone becomes a winner. It don't matter how I spelled things, Troy. Everyone's name is spelled wrong. They just have to deal with the spelling. It's how I type.
Yeah, and Eric, it would have been in a box that looks like this, 2 samples. If that does not look familiar, let me know.
Okay, what else?
Because we do this every Saturday,
Yeah,
and if we're skipping you over, that's an injustice.
He says, "Oh, my mistake. Sorry, all good." Okay. Big Vic is here. Cheers to you as well.
What's up, Big Vic?
Hope you're having a good night and a good weekend so far. Okanagave just ate popcorn.
Drink some water, y'all.
Hopefully it takes a long time to be added back on because new Patreon members are joining. Yeah, hopefully. And if not, no big deal. Same. We just like to have a good time. And
we seem to have a
enjoy
slow,
people.
steady growth.
Yeah.
Hopefully Dave Vogelsang is not judging me on my water bottle choice. It is kind of flimsy feeling, but it held the water just fine, Dave. Dave is a water snob.
We drink, well, we've got all kinds of water options. We've got the filtered water in the fridge, and we've got the big jugs of water and the little tap thing.
Little 5-gallon
And then
jug.
we have bottles of water, you know? It's
2
just-
different brands, too. We got Refresher and Kirkland.
What is Refresh? Is that
I think that's
Safeway
brand, yeah. We drink a lot of water in this house.
It's good for you to be hydrated.
And we're on a well, and it's not a filtered well. So it's like very minerally. I don't like the taste of that water, so it's all like bottled water for us.
Because we haven't spent money on...
We bought an old house, and we're improving it. I mean, it's getting there. We're doing lots of things. Like I said, new siding going on this summer. It'll have a all fresh siding and brand new paint job. Next summer, we're going to put on a new roof. At some point, we're going to upgrade the 1971 air conditioner.
It still works. Can you believe it? Can you believe that
It
air
is seriously
conditioner
from 1971.
When we had our inspection from when we bought the house, they were like, I don't know how, this is old. I don't know how old it is, but it's probably not going to last that long because it looks real old. And then we found a sticker on it, like on the inside when we tore it apart, and it said the year, so 71, and it still works.
Yeah, last summer on hot days, it would freeze up. It would make this god-awful noise as the fan stopped rotating. I'd run over and I'd turn off the AC. And then we would wait basically a few hours for it to thaw out, and then it would never catch up again on the cool. I got some feedback from some people in the comments, actually, that the coils needed cleaned. So it doesn't have inspection panels like a modern one. Like the panels basically form the box around this thing. There's no cement pad. It's sitting on dirt. The compressor in it is on dirt. So basically I take one panel off, and it's this like coil of copper with like these aluminum fins all around it. Looks very odd. Like almost like pool noodles. But it was covered in shit. So I sprayed this stuff on it that melted it all away. I sprayed it down with the hose, put that panel back on, and then I'd move to the next one. And once I cleaned it all off, it's worked great, and it hasn't froze up since.
Show me the proof. Says their HVAC is 31 years and old and working great. So I think the old stuff just works way better than, I work with plenty of people that are like, yeah, I had my heat pump for 5 years and it died. And it's like, yeah, ours is 50 years old and still doing great.
I mean, on a hot day, like when it's 100 degrees outside, I can set it at 70. It's not going to get anywhere near 70. It'll be more like 78. But it's better than 100. It's not super efficient, but it works.
And, we don't have that many days that are over 100 degrees. So, the 3 days will just be a little warmer than we want to be. But for the most part, it works pretty good. It's running right now. I can feel it. Pizza Warlord says, any booby mezcal tonight? Maybe in the backstage. We'll pull that out.
Yeah, we'll definitely do the Pachuca in the backstage.
Yeah. Okay.
It's almost what? It's almost 11 Eastern. He's still awake. Good job, Chris.
Dang, look at that. Way to go. Okay, so I am ready to do the
So
super
share
chat.
it and let them look at it. I know you like to just put it on and spin. I want them to take a look. Guys, if you've super chatted us or Venmo'd us and you don't see your name on there, speak up. This is your chance.
Let's go up here. We got Joby, Lori, Charles, Scott, Bob Glass, Top Dog, Jeremy Dirks, Dave V, Mark Gale, Rob Rhodes, Michael Bortner, Scotty, David, Silly Yorkie, Jess Bro, Jeff McComb, Canadian Chris, Life from the Patio, Barrel Dave, Rick Moreland, JL, Gandy Road, Bourbon Hunter, Keith Glandon, Chill Will, and I Like Bourbon a Lot. So
if she did not call your name and you super chatted or Venmo'd, speak up quick. We're gonna give you like a minute or two to make sure you're on there. We want to make sure we get everybody.
Yes, Eric, things today are not built the same. Our refrigerator in our house that is much newer and much nicer than our refrigerator in our carport just doesn't run as great as the one outside. It freezes up. It freezes up. It like gets wet inside. Sometimes it gets ice on the inside. It does weird things. The one outside, just like the steady, crappy workhorse, just keeping our drinks cold.
So I was out under the carport today. We got a Blackstone under the carport, and I was doing burgers for dinner. And I looked over, and there's like in Sharpie, red Sharpie, $300 is written on there. I bought it used for $300 from like an appliance resale place, like 6 years ago.
And it's just running. It's keeping those drinks cold. It's like our beer fridge in the carport. So I guess
it's been
if you
outside.
guys know where we are, you can come steal our beer.
Outside in the weather. I mean, it's under carport, so I mean, it hasn't been rained on, but it's outside in the elements for 6 years, and it still runs like a champ.
And the one inside, I'm like,
the one inside that's probably a $1,500 refrigerator.
Top Dog, we got you.
Runs like shit. Samsung does not make good refrigerators.
Scott and Scott are the same. They I think your Venmo says Scott and your
super chat
says Scotty, so they're the same person, and we know that. I just type what I see, so and yes, I spell most of the names wrong, and that's perfectly fine. I will still find you guys. Okay, I'm going to spin it now. This one is for the Penelope Cooper series, whatever they're called.
Did that go all the way around once?
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
My friend Patio, congratulations. I'm sure you guys will enjoy those samples. Can't wait to hear what you think about them. And now I guess I got to create a hangout, right?
Yeah, so Laura's going to put a link in the chat. We're going to do backstage. It's going to be on Google Meet. So we can have up to 100 people join us. There's nowhere near that many in here. We got about 70 people watching right now.
And there'll probably be 15 people hanging out.
If you want to continue the shenanigans, click that link. We will be back there hanging out offline. Conversations get a little more fun. We let our hair down.
Yes, Troy's hair is so down.
But we'll probably go at least another hour after this, maybe 2. Who knows? We like to have fun, hang out with everybody. So she's going to drop the link in the chat. She's also going to put it in the description for the live stream. If you can't join us immediately, you can join us later. Just click that. And guys, it's been a great night.
I've had a great time, even though I lost and had to drink Malort. It's been a while, and that does not taste good. But we appreciate you guys being here.
Yeah, we
have a lot of fun, and it's great.
Thank
seeing
you so
guys.
much for sharing your holiday weekend with us. Remember the fallen, and cheers, y'all. We're gonna go backstage. If you don't want to join us backstage, we'll see you next Saturday.
Good night, everyone.